everyone, and welcome back to the channel. These two projects is what I want to work on today. So if you want to see how they turn out, you want to stick around. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, now is a great time to do so. But today I want to turn this glass vase into something beautiful. It's just plain. And if you like clear, that's great. But I want to jazz it up just a little bit. And then I have this ginger jar that I got for about $13 or $14. Now, a lot of people do like the blue, but I don't want it to be blue. I want it to be cream and gold because that goes with my decor. Now I got this one. It should have been about, it should have been about $18, but it does have a crack right here. I pulled out my all-purpose compound or joint compound, and I'm going to use this to fix the chips on the vase. I have my ivory spray paint. I have some gold spray paint, and then I have my clear sealer. I'll be using that on today. I'll be using painter's tape, scissors, X-Acto knife, E6000, and I have here these Greek key acrylic mirror tiles. We're going to use these on today, or we're going to try to use these on today. This is what they look like, and I did pick them up from Amazon. I also have my gold foil tape. I'm surely going to use this today. And I have some gold mirror tile as well. So I'm not sure exactly what all I'm going to use, but I do know that I'm going to use most of the things that I have picked out. So if you want to see how it turns out, just stay with me. So I'm going to get started by taking my joint compound, and I'm just going to pack it here in this chip. I'm trying to form the shape. Now, the compound is like peanut butter, but we're going to try to shape it as best we can. We might have to come back with a second coat, but let's just pile it in here and try to shape this vase, because I know when I put the top on, that crack will show. It's looking pretty good, so let's let this dry and we'll come back and see what it looks like. I am back, and we just need to add a little bit more to the vase to fill it in. So I have that on. I'm going to wash my hands, come back, and we'll work on the glass vase. I am back, and I want to do my vase in two colors. So let's start by taping off the top portion of the vase. All right, looks like finding the end of the tape is a challenge, but once I find the end of the tape, I want to tape around the seam or where the vase changes shape. I want to tape off the top half. Once I have the top of my vase taped off, I'll take my ivory spray paint and paint the bottom of the vase. Now I want to take it outside, and I'm going to use my ivory paint and spray paint the bottom half of the vase. So now I'm ready to work on my ginger jar. The joint compound is dry. Now I just want to take my mister bottle here and wet my compound. This will make it easy for me to take a damp rag or a rag and just wipe away to make it smooth. Then I'll grab my lid to check it to make sure that it looks just about right. Now I have my jar clean and ready for paint. But before I paint, I want to take my painter's tape and tape off the top point on the lid. Sorry, I'm a little out of focus, but I'm going to get this taped off and paint my ginger jar, and we'll be right back. I am back, and the ivory spray paint is dry on my vase. Now I want to remove the tape. My ivory paint is dry on my vase, and I went ahead and added a clear coat as well. Now I'm ready for the Greek key design. It is self-adhesive, so I want to peel back the self-adhesive paper and I want to tape it to the bottom of my vase. Now this is not a flexible material, but it's a bit long, so I'm going to take my scissors and cut the end off and continue trying to shape it or make it form to the shape of the jars. I might have to add a little bit more adhesive to make it hold in place. I couldn't get that top piece to stay down, so what I'm doing is taking my ruler and I'm going to line it up with the lower edge of the second one, and I'm just going to pop it back, and when I do that, it gives it a straight edge cut. And this is how it turned out. Now I just want to tape off the bottom half of my vase, and I want to paint the top half in gold. And this is how it turned out. So now I'm just going to remove the tape and see what we got. Yes, it turned out pretty good. There is some glue left from the tape, but I can pull that off, and that turned out pretty darn good. Now my glue didn't quite hold, so I added some E6000, used my painter's tape and taped it down. Now I'm ready to add my gold foil tape around the transition part of the shape to give me that crisp edge. Then I'll remove the painter's tape from the bottom, and my face is complete. Now let's finish up the ginger jar. The ivory paint is dry. Again, I added that coat of clear protector. Now I want to take my gold foil tape and I want to go around the top portion of the ginger jar because it is visible with the lid on. Then I'm going to flip my ginger jar upside down, and I'm going to do that foil edge tape around the bottom of the jar. I'll just go ahead and add a second row of the gold tape underneath. Now it's time to work on the lid. I want to paint the blue top in this gold enamel paint. I have a painter's brush here, and this is what I'm going to use to apply my paint. I have my first coat of paint on. I'm gonna let it dry, add a second and a third coat if need be, and we'll come back for the reveal. And here's how my vases turned out. I think they're absolutely beautiful. Now here's a closer look at the ginger jar. Now these ginger jars are very pricey. They can start from $50, $60 and go up. One about this size should cost between $60 and $80, and mine was only $15. And here at the top, I used the gold enamel paint to paint this. That's 3 coats. And here's a closer look at the other vase. Now I started with the shorter one, but I wasn't happy with how the mirror tile went on. Some of it was cracking. It wasn't sticking, so I had to revamp. And then I did the taller one just to show you how it can be done. I bought some all-purpose glue, and I glued the tiles as well. And here around the top, when I spin it around, you can see where I made those repairs. Let me know, what do you think? What would you have done differently? Do you like my vases? Do they work in my decor? And I just want to zoom in and give you a closer look at how the mirror mosaic tiles were coming out. And here's how it looks on the second one. I'm happy now. So if you're watching and you're enjoying this video and its content, it's time to hit the subscribe button. And don't forget the notification bell so you'll be aware of all of my upcoming videos. I want to say thank you all for watching. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. God bless you all. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye now.